Morning. Morning. Very good morning. హాయ్ ఏంటి కొత్త కనిపిస్తున్నారు అందరూ? ఫెస్టివల్ అయిపోయిందా? Okay, guys. So, good morning, everyone. So, today and tomorrow is the last classes, okay? Let me share my screen. Can anyone please confirm? Am I audible? Okay, guys. So, today agenda is, so we have done already the image deployed in ECR, right? Till ECR, we are very clear, right? Till ECR or Docker Hub, my image is ready. Let me log in. Yeah. So guys, this is just project bits and pieces we are learning, right? A few first is build a Docker file and send it into ECR and something. Now we need to deploy in Kubernetes. So I'm planning for two big projects. Same process. There is no difference, but end to end, I'm planning to make a one big document. Okay, to configure everything, the Jenkins, like configure Ansible, configure JFrog, configure SonarQube, configure everything. So my intention is that by seeing the document, we are able to do the project. The project stuff, everything I will update into my GitHub account. Okay, I will update my GitHub account. You just clone it and start with the document to the project. It's the same process, whatever we have done, there is no any difference, right? Let me connect. So few pending topics are there, guys. I'm going to cover those topics, especially Kubernetes Helm chart and RBAC. So few services are pending. I will finish it. And I'm going to cover Trivy also, just small thing only, that is. So security service, DevSecOps, many people are saying DevSecOps, right? In between Dev plus operation between some security services are coming like Trivy. That's it only. Yeah, Argo City also tomorrow. Okay. Okay, let me log in my Jenkins server first. Nothing is there to deploy in Kubernetes. It's a very easy process. Okay, let me log in. Master and slave concept. Guys, okay, I will discuss that. What is master and slave? We already done master and slave concept, you know, right? But I haven't explained that term is master and slave only. If you know JFrog server running in other server, right? Not in same server. At that time, your Jenkins is talking to JFrog server and deploy your image or jar file into JFrog server, right? How Jenkins is communicate? That is master and slave. In this case, master is your Jenkins, slave is JFrog server. That's it only. The communication is master and slave. So we have a two type of communications. We can directly pass public URL in the host URL, JFrog URL. Your Jenkins is go and communicate to JFrog URL, do some activity on there. At that time, you are using public EC2 IP, right? We can do one more thing. We can copy the key, Jenkins server key in JFrog server key. At that time, no need to give public IP. You can give private IP, right? The same thing we have done in Ansible, right? Ansible master, Ansible slave. What we did? We are generating a key. We are updating that key into Ansible node key. Then only in your inventory file, private IP will work, right or not? Otherwise, you have to give public IP. In the Jenkins also, we have explained one is Jenkins server, one is JFrog server. At that time, your Jenkins is go to communicate to JFrog server. When JFrog server URL, you have to mention there. Then Jenkins will communicate to JFrog URL. But in the real time, you are using URLs or load balancer. So whatever. Load balancer means you have to configure that server into load balancer. You can give load balancer URL. That is called Jenkins master and slave. Nothing is there. The slave is nothing but what master is saying. It has to run. That's it. Clear? That is Jenkins master and slave. Anyway, I will show you in the architecture. You can understand. Okay. So guys, you tell me. My cluster is running. You have to install cluster. Why? We have to deploy your image on EKS. So definitely you have to make it ready your cluster, right? So kubectl get nodes. My cluster is running. My nodes are running. So what is the command to check pods? Kubectl get pods. Clear or not? So, okay. My AML file is ready now. Okay. For example, you have deployed image into ECR, right? Now what I need to do? First step is what I need to do. I need to run that image. In my Kubernetes. What is your approach? First approach, what you need to do, guys? Your image is ready. Let me explain in the paint. You can understand. Your image is ready in the ECR, right? Right or not? Your image is pushed to ECR after Docker file. Okay. Otherwise, explain from the scratch. First is what, guys? Git. Inside what? Docker file is there, right? What is that repository we have done? Jenkins Docker build. Okay. This is my just example application. So if you can see inside my Docker file is there. Inside all applications are there. And what I need to put here, my Docker file is there, correct. Docker file will help to what? Build a image. Create from this application, Docker file will build a image. So you remember on a 2 days back, 3 days back, we already locally also done Docker build. I have already shown you how the give by run the container. We have already accessed that some lady picture is coming right in that time. So now I have ran on container, Docker container rule. But what we need to do, agent is what? We need to run in pod to get high availability, right? That easier till easier, what we need to do. So in the Git, my Docker file is there. From that Docker file, what we need to do? First, Git clone, right? Right or not? This is Git. My Docker file is there in the Git and application also. Application Docker file is ready. So first step is what? Jenkins pipeline. We need to clone the repository. This is the first stage in the Jenkins, right? In the Git only everything is there. What is the next stage? After Git clone, what we need to do? What we need to do after Git clone? What I need to do? Build a Docker file. Why? To generate a image. What type of image it is? Custom image, right or not? Custom image. Okay. Image is ready now. So where should I put this image? ECR or Docker Hub? Two options. We have two scripts ready, Docker Hub or ECR. Complete your wish. Push to where? ECR or Docker Hub. Clear? As I'm saying, push image. This is stage. Now image is ready, right? Custom image is ready. Now what we need to do? I mean, images means we need to deploy, right? Image is ready. We need to deploy to give access to everyone, right? How to deploy? What is the process? Next process is what? Image is ready. What is the next process? Where you are going to deploy? EC2 instance, na? Will it work EC2 instance in image directly? EC2 instance, we have deployed jar files in Tomcat, right? Now it is a jar, it's not in jar file, right? It is in what? Image file. Okay. So where we are going to deploy these images? In Kubernetes, in EKS, right? Yeah. So in EKS, images are there in where? Pods, right? Right or not? Okay. Now I need to deploy what? Pods on top of Kubernetes. How to deploy pods? How to deploy pods? Create cluster already ready. See, deployment.yaml you have to create, right? You forget now all YAML files. Pod.yaml, deployment.yaml, replica set.yaml, replica control.yaml, service.yaml, horizontal pod scaling, HPA.yaml, ingress.yaml. Okay. Okay. Now we already discussed in real time which YAML we are going to create. Deployment.yaml. Why? We can update the deployment. Okay. And also inside replica set also there or not? How many are that? So what is our first approach? We need to create deployment.yaml. Next approach is what? Deployment got done. Deployment, what is your main important thing in the deployment.yaml? Deployment.yaml is take image, right or not? From where? I need to take image from where? ECR or Docker Hub. My image is there in the remote repositories, right? You have push, not in local. We should not keep any image in the local. We have push to remote. My images are ready right now. I need to deploy in Kubernetes. My Kubernetes also cluster up and running now. So what I need to create? Deployment.yaml. In the deploy.yaml, what I need to mention? My source image. Where we are getting image? Custom image, right? It is getting from ECR. We need to update your location of your ECR location to your deploy.yaml image section, right or not? It will fetch from there. Okay, pods are created. Next, what we need to do? From the deployment.yaml pods are created. The pod, the image, required image is pulled from ECR. That's we can understand. Now pods are running. Deployment done. Next, what we need to do? We need to give access, right? How to give access in Kubernetes? How to give access in Kubernetes? Pod, I'm going to give pod access to someone. How to give? Pod IP. Are you going to give pod IP? Will it work? How to give access? Kubernetes pods. Load balancer or node port. These are comes under services, right or not? We need to create what? Service.yaml, right? In the service.yaml, how your service.yaml, if it is a node port or load balancer? Node port or load balancer. It can talk to your service. Then we can expose your pod. Clear? Okay. Now service deploy. How service will talk to your deploy.yaml? How we can, hey service, this is my deploy.yaml. You can take this deploy.yaml and give expose. How your service will link to your deploy.yaml? Using labels. Clear or not? Using labels to deploy.yaml, service.yaml and give node port. This is the image and give to, if it is a public, give to public. Clear is it, everyone? Clear or not? So deploy.yaml, service.yaml, where should I put? From where I will get some, my deployment.yaml ready, service.yaml ready, I have prepared. Where should I maintain this? In local, na? Where? Where? GitHub only, na? Right or not? See, I will put here GitHub. These YAML files also. Docker file and YAML files. Now Docker file it will take while Docker stage time. Kubernetes stage time, it will take Kubernetes files. That's it. Is there any confusion? Clear or not? See, Jenkins is nothing but what, guys? Don't confuse. Jenkins is nothing but step-by-step process. That's it only. It's not a rocket science. Don't confuse with Jenkins. No. It's a sequence of steps. First, you can create this one. Second, third, fourth, five. Whatever commands we are mentioning in the Jenkins also, that commands we are running in manual, right? Nothing is there in that. Don't confuse. So now tell me, my image is ready, right? Easier image is ready. So for example, manually, if you want to do this task, how to do that? My image is ready. So we need to write a YAML file. And after that, how to run YAML file? Your YAML files are ready. Your YAML file service is ready, deployment YAML ready. Now you need to run it. How to run it? YAML files, how to run it? In Kubernetes. kubectl. Apply -f your YAML file. Means what? Immediately pods is going to create, right or not? Service also going to create. So same command you can run in your Jenkins. That's it. Your Jenkins will take the YAML files from GitHub and run this command in their shell command. It will create a pods, right or not? See, Docker file. How to run Docker file? Docker build hyphen Docker build -t means tag name of your whatever image you are going to create. For example, test image. Current directory files are it will take. So this command we ran where? Already we ran where? Image you are generating, right? Pushing to ECR, right? So did we use this command or not in Jenkins to generate image? We ran, right? To push ECR, what are the commands? ECR is saying that 3 commands. We need to run here. This image is sent to ECR. This is manual process. Same 4 steps we mentioned in the Jenkins RAM, right? Same. Jenkins has to do that, right? After build image, push image to ECR. Next, you need to do deploy the image into Kubernetes. Next, in the manual process, your YAML files are ready, for example. Next, kubectl apply -f your YAML files. Means pods are going to create. And if it is service file also there in the same, service also create. Right or not? Or you need to create a kubectl apply -f service.yaml. One service, one deployment is created. Then your pod is running. Now the service, if it is a node port or load balance, you are going to access. That's it, the process we have done, right? Same process do by Jenkins. That's it. Jenkins, my image is ready now in ECR. Now what command I need to run in the Jenkins? Files also ready. What command I need to run? Shell command is what? sh kubectl apply -f your .yaml file. Your YAML files are there in Git. Give that YAML file name. That's it. It will run it directly. Pods are going to create. Clear or not? Yeah. See, first of all, go to manage Jenkins. Kubernetes plugin you need to install. Okay, whatever service you are going to configure, that plugin unit install. Don't forget, huh? So I have already installed Kubernetes client API, right? So click here, Kubernetes. So my end already installed means it will come here. Kubernetes by CLI plugin, whatever. Credential plugin, client API. This two is enough. Install it. Okay. I have it installed. That's what is disable. Okay. Next. Okay. Come to your Jenkins. So come to your dashboard. This is the build Docker to K8. I have already done. See, nothing is there in that to explain also. Leave it for image scan. We know clone, build, ECR, deploy, right? Leave it for image scan. I will explain. Go to configure. See, till here we are clear, right? Build image, push to ECR. We already done, right? These images, this script all done, right? Push to ECR. Build. Trivy, this is leave it. Docker build. After that, push to where? ECR. These commands we are getting from where? ECR itself only, right? If you create a first repository, that repository, Docker image name, both are same. And then you can pass those commands here. That's it only. Multi commands, you have to start like this way. Otherwise, SH you have to write. Now I need to deploy an EKS. See, only one command, right? That's it. I'm giving deploy service.ml. Means what? This ML already there in your GitHub. Repository, see, I'm cloning the repository, right? It will check the go that repository ML file is there or not. That's it. So if you can go here, I have updated my YAML file. This is what both deploy and service also. So if you want to write multi-YAML, what is the process? We need to put here 3 dashes. That's it, right? Everything we discuss, right? So this is deploy. This is YAML. Let me copy from here. Okay. See, first one is what, guys? I'm kind is what? Deployment, right? Kind is deployment. If you can see, API version is apps v1. This is already be done. Selector equal to MATLAB equal to app web. So definitely same selector should be there in your selector. See, app web. Clear? App web. How many replicas are there? That is, you can give in the 2 or 1, 3. Same app lab, match labels. Now, image, containers image get from where? Image. This is what? Your ECR image. Image that will be used to container in the cluster. So means this image from where you are getting? ECR. If you can go to ECR, so go to repositories. If it is a check, this is my repository name. If you can click here, you can take your latest or anything. Otherwise, you can click here. This one you can take it and check -latest. Check colon latest means in your repository many versions are there in image. So you have done so many changes. The latest build is stored as a latest. Clear? See, out of 5 images or 6 images are there, but I need this image only. Why? Latest one, latest build. Every build, one label is added as a latest tag. So even by default, it will take latest, but even though you have mentioned latest tag, if you can see, I have mentioned latest tag. Okay, this is ECR. So now pod is going to create. So how to link my service to this pod? By using labels. What type of service it is? Node port or load balancer means we have to mention here load balancer. Node ports on node. Clear? Any doubts on this? Every time our image, see, every time our image say change, but you have given latest tag, right? Every time it's update latest tag only. It will take latest tag only. That's what latest is coming to the picture. Okay. Is it clear, everyone? Anyone has any doubts? These AMLs, I think we have spent a lot of time on this in the Kubernetes time. You have to once go and rebrush your skills on the Kubernetes. Okay. We have mentioned data like this. Where you are talking about here? Sachin, I'm not getting your question. Can you please? Date image. Where? So here you are saying that. See, it will take, if you build something, na, it will update latest. It will update latest automatically. No, I need this image na. So while build time, you have to give a tag. Okay. Image 1, image 2, image 3. You have to give a tag. If you are not giving, it will take automatically latest. It's clear. If you need this label, na, you need to mention some tag while pushing time. But we are not following any back images, right? If you are following, we have to latest image on latest build. Yeah. Okay. So here we need to deploy it. Clear? Any confusions here? Anyone? So this AML file getting from where? Just a minute. Guys, this AML file getting from where? Where? What? GitHub only na. We have already mentioned a GitHub, right? The same AML file. So it's fetching from there. So you should give same. Clear? Yeah. So if I run means what? Image will create, clone, image will create, and push to ECR. If you can see, the time will change. Let me show ECR. This is what latest image till now is 28th, right? Now one more image will come on the tag of latest. That's a 29th. And it will push to Kubernetes pod. Pods may run. Clear, everyone? Okay. Cluster and Jenkins same server. If it is not like that, you can create one more server. At that time, what we need to do? If it is a not same server, what we need to do? Tell me, guys, what we need to do. Anyway, let me explain this one that we can discuss. Okay. Save and apply. Shall I build now? Build. See, build means first, what's the process is going on? Cloning from GitHub. Next, build image file. Okay, one command is there, right? In the Docker. What is the command? Docker sec. Anyone has know that command? I think I have sent you in the group, right? Sudo chmod. It's a communicate to Jenkins permissions 7 var run docker dot sock. Okay, now you can run. Build now. So first is cloning, build. I mean, Docker file is running now. The Docker file is there in the GitHub, right? It's build it. Now ECR, pushing ECR done, right? Deployed EKS also done. See how fast it is. Everything is done in the 1 minute. Now go to ECR. See 28 is there, na? Refresh it. See 29th latest tag updated. Clear? So 28 is a old image now. Now it will take this image only. Now my Kubernetes apply.yaml also done, right? How to check pods created or not? kubectl. See how many pods are running. Leave it for these two. This is web deployment. The name is comes from where? your YAML file. If you can see here, I have given web deployment. Okay. Service is web SSVC. Why two pods are created? Replica equal to 2. Clear? Now, I need to access this application. How to access? First, need to check service created or not, right? kubectl, what is the command? Get. Which I need to take? This is my service, right? So node port or load balancer? So let me go and check my application. I have given node port as a service. So go and check 32272. So how to check? Node port means how to check. Cluster IP is for internal communication. Node port means what? Very good, Shravante. kubectl get nodes -o wide. Okay. So which IP need to select? External IP, right? Node, copy, and what is the port number? 32272 exposed port. Done. So indirectly, what means? Why Kubernetes? To provide high availability. Two pods are running. One pod may fail, one pod may up, right? So to run on Kubernetes, we need a image. From where image we're getting? Docker build. Where Docker will come? First we need to create a Docker file. Where Docker file will come? From the application we are going to create a Docker file. This is the chain reaction. Everything. And the Maven project. It's a Docker file, just simply or if it is a Maven project, we need to create a Maven build first. Right or not? From the Maven build, jar file is going to create, right? From the jar file, we need to copy by using. So Maven build means jar file is going to create, right? Where jar file is going to deploy? Leave it for Kubernetes. Where jar file is going to deploy? We already done one project, right? Build on where? Jar file build on where? Web apps means where? Tomcat. Right or not? Tomcat. See, my deployment is straightforward. We have already done deployed in Tomcat server, right? In the Jenkins pipeline, we are using taking jar file deployed on the Tomcat server. We are working. But now requirement is, yes, Tomcat server, but we are going with Kubernetes process, microservice process to give a high availability. What we can do? We need to create a Docker file from there. We have to take Tomcat server, image as a Tomcat, deploy your jar file path to web apps. From image is going to create. Clear or not? Image is going to create. They can same process. Image push ECR push to Kubernetes. Clear? So I will show you something to you if you have any confusions here. Okay, don't confuse. I will explain the paint where. Many people confuse here. I know. I will explain in different action now. Guys, please understand this topic only. Don't go other. Tejaswini, first understand here, then we can discuss later. If you are not understand here, you are unable to do any project. That's what I'm saying. See here. First, Jenkins build on, guys, this session mate will take 1.5 hours extra. Please bear. Jenkins build and deploy on Tomcat. Deploy on Tomcat, right? Straightforward approach. We have already done. First step is what? We need to clone. And there is no Docker process, Kubernetes process. Just for deploy my application on EC2 instance, that to Tomcat server, right? What we need to do first? Clone. Is the Docker build required here? No, right? Why Docker build? You are not hosting on the ECR, so not hosting on the Kubernetes, right? Then no Docker file, right? What I need to do? Clone. Next. We have application on my Git. Can I deploy directly application on my EC2 instance? What I need? I need some jar file or var file from the applications, right? See, in the area starting class, we have discussed in the Maven project, where it's very difficult to host all application to EC2 instance. We need to build it and generate a jar file or var file. Now we can deploy in your Tomcat. Already we have done manual process. We have done by Jenkins process also. So clone means after that we need to Maven build. Then what it will come? Var file or jar file will come. Clear or not? Now how to deploy this var file? Where should I deploy this jar file? Where should I deploy this jar file or var file? Your var file is ready, yaar. You need to give access to public. How to give access? Where should I deploy var files? After build, your var file is ready. So you need to deploy this var file to give public access. So deployments where? Server, EC2 instance, right? So EC2 instance. And that too, it's a Tomcat server. Where Tomcat server? EC2 instance, right? Directly on EC2 instance, not any pods. Clear or not this approach? So now you can give access by using load balancer to public or public IP or EC2 public IP. But recommended is load balancer. In this case, any Docker, Kubernetes is coming. We are build your Java project. Clone Maven build means var file ready and deploying Tomcat server. This is recently we have explained the Jenkins through also. Okay. Now the question is, yes. Now the question is, if you want to provide a high availability, what is your approach? In this case, what is your approach? Load balancer, auto scaling. Yes, correct. So you have to configure load balancer and auto scaling. Now you want to deploy one more application. Same EC2. Is it possible? Without containers? Okay, let's suppose Java 2 project. Same process. What? Clone. And next is what? Maven build. Next is what? Maven build means var file. Let's suppose var file. Next again, Tomcat server. Which EC2 instance? Same EC2 instance I'm asking, not different EC2 instance. Okay? Same EC2 instance. How to give access? Load balancer. Load balancer, give access or public IP. Is it work out? Auto scaling also required, right? This same server, 2 auto scalings required. 2 load balancers are required. Clear or not? Why? This application is different. This application is different to give access. So path-based load balancer need to create. Auto scaling. So, looks like complex architecture to deploy 2 server, to deploy 2 applications, same server. If I'm going to host next application, again, auto scaling, load balance, third load balancer, same instance. If it's different instance, also different load balancer, different auto scalings. Same instance, same load balancer, same auto scaling is very difficult to achieve. You have to take care so many things for host some application. How difficult it is? Yes. Yeah. Anyway, that golden image means what? Custom image, AMI image. You have to deploy LB, ESG group. These are a big process, right or not? And load balancer path base. We have to take care of that. Now, Java 3 project, same EC2. Java 4 project, same EC2. So load balancer counts are increasing or not? Are same load balancer, different paths are increasing or not? Auto scaling are going to, same auto scaling will work? Guys, will it same auto scaling will work? Tell me first. No, right? No same auto scaling. Why? Different AMIs, different custom applications. Means what? Different load balancer, different auto scalings. See, one EC2, you are increasing the complexity to maintain high availability. If one instance may crash, what happen? Again challenges, right? Again issues. So instead of doing that, we are deploying Docker engine. Means each application one container, same server. Each application one container. But sir, how we can get high availability? That's what Kubernetes we are using, right? If one container means pod, delete means immediately one more pod is coming. That is Kubernetes taking care. But in this case, no Kubernetes, no Docker. It's very difficult to achieve high availability. Understanding? So then finally came to know this approach is very difficult, increasing the, we are not increasing servers, complexity you are increasing. So what we can do now? Do one thing, deploy by using Docker. Java project, same project. The difference you need to understand. Clone. Yes, clone. Understand it's very important step here. Now, Maven build, right? Maven build. Next is what? War file generated, right? Maven build, war file generated. We are not deploying directly on EC2 instance. Now what I need to do? We need to deploy in Kubernetes. For Kubernetes, what I need to do first? For Kubernetes approach means what I need? Image I need. Image need means Docker file I need, right? I need to write a Docker file. Okay, Docker file. Now just, okay, Docker file. In the Docker file, what I need to do? In the Docker file, what I need to do? You need to understand now. Docker file, which image I need to pull? So this is a Docker file now. Docker file means what? You need to pull some image and copy this application in that image, run it, right or not? Which image I need to pull? No, that I can understand. First step is what? From which image I need to pull? What I need to deploy this application, war file? What I need? Where this war file will work? Where this war file will work? I'm not asking infrastructure. Application running on where here? Tomcat server, right? You can use Tomcat image only, right or not? Why you are confusing here? Right or not? See, I need Tomcat, not in the form of EC2, in the form of image. Clear or not? So from Tomcat, so you are saying to Docker, hey Docker, my war file is ready. I deployed my war file EC2 instance in the previous case. I faced so many challenges. So now I'm deploying my war file in the image format. By image format, I need to deploy in Kubernetes, right? Image format means in the instance format, you need to install Tomcat or not. So this is instance, guys. This is instance, guys. In this instance, you have installed Tomcat manually, right or not? Or using Jenkins. On the Tomcat, we have a target web apps. You have moved this war file to web apps and give access. Tomcat is running your server. Now I'm not installing Tomcat in the instance format. I'm using in the image format, right? I need image now to deploy Kubernetes. Now from Tomcat, yes, Docker file will pull Tomcat image. Next, copy image. To copy where? Your war file, right? Your war file to where? Web apps. Right or not? Copy war file to where? Web apps. Tomcat web apps only now we are going to move your var file. Tomcat web apps. If you can see Tomcat web apps, there is a manager session we can able to access Tomcat. So now I'm saying to Docker, hey Docker, take the Tomcat. In my GitHub, I have a Maven build already, jar file generated. Take that var file and copy to your Tomcat target web apps. From that, create a image. From that, create image. Now this image contains what? Application running in your Tomcat. Packaging, you are packaging now. So your package need to host on where? Docker container to run it. So directly you can build a Docker image and run on your Kubernetes. Your Kubernetes create a pod. Inside pod, container will run. Inside container, your Tomcat will run. Inside Tomcat, your application will run. Clear or not understanding here? Any confusions? See, now you are hosting Kubernetes means what? Pod is created. Inside pod, container, right? Inside container, image in the form of application. It will run. So Tomcat application, container, pod. Give access to use service. Clear the understanding? So we need to understand manual process first. Why we need to deploy Warfare and Tomcat server. So how we can deploy? In the Tomcat, we have to install, there is a web app directory. We need to move your Warfare. If you remember or not, manually we have done this task. The very starting time, Tomcat server application explain time. Same thing recently we have done in the Jenkins using. That is just straight approach. If you have any doubts, repositories. So I'm planning for two projects, guys, very big, to cover all tools. Okay, I will see you can easily do it. The process, if you know Jenkins, we have covered all those things, right? I'm going to add those things in that. Let's suppose this project you already done, right? Project to Maven CI/CD. So if you can see here, leave it for all. This is what source. In the source, main file is there, something is there. W3 school related application is there in that. You have already done. So this is we directly deployed on Tomcat server by using Jenkins. Now this application need to migrate into Docker, convert into microservices, monolithic to microservice. How to convert? We need to write a Docker file. See Docker file, what is it saying? Take Tomcat. This is I have installed directly on the Tomcat in the earlier case. Now no, I'm going to move into microservices. So I need image format. See, take Tomcat, copy my jar file to your web apps. Now expose to 8080, run Catalina.sh or normal. What sh? We have a startup.sh, right? We can use startup.sh, means it will run. Now we can take this image, push to ECR and deploy into Kubernetes. That's it. This is file will decide to convert your monolithic approach to microservice approach. Right or not? If it is a monolithic, what we need to do? On your EC2 install Tomcat, copy your file to here and run it and expose it. Now I'm not exposing directly. I'm converting to image and deploying to Kubernetes. Clear? Any confusions here? Yes, start.sh or Catalina.sh, both are it. Clear? We have a other approach else. If I say, may you confuse? Definitely may you confuse. No, but my job is to show one more approach. If you're understanding, you can understand less. Otherwise, leave it. One more approach. I have already updated. See, to build this image, so to build this application, what are the tools required? Just tell me, guys. My source file is there, right? This is a Java project. This is the Java project. I will write here, just this approach, leave it. If you're understanding only, understand, otherwise leave it. Okay, just whatever approach I'm going to say. Okay, Java project I'm going to deploy. Right or not? Just now we explained that here, right? We can give here. Java project, we need to, how many tools? What are the tools required? Just I will write here. What are the tools required? First process is what? Cloning Git. Next process is what? Maven. So Maven need to install or not? Will it work? Maven has to install or not? Where? Where I need to install? Maven, where I need to install? If it is a Jenkins process you are following, or no Jenkins. So Maven need to install where? One EC2 instance, right? One instance. In that instance, Tomcat also we need to install, right? To give access. This is clear, right? So what are the tools are required? Maven to build process, right or not? Maven to build process. This is little advanced. I'm saying Maven to build process. Next, what? I'm going to explain microservice approach. Next process is what? Maven build done. Next, what we need? Docker need, right? So Docker file, Docker installation is required, and the Docker file we need to run, right? Without Docker installation, Docker file will not run, right? Docker installation and Docker file. Docker install. Okay. And after that, Docker install, after that, build image, right? This is clear. Here, if you can see this approach, Maven build and Docker file to generate a image. Why Maven build required? This is a Java project to generate a WAR file. Multiple applications is there. Now Docker file, take the copy from the jar file Maven result. WAR file generated, right? Take the jar file and host on your Docker file and run it, create an image. Now we have one more approach. We have one more approach. This Maven process is there, not right? This Maven process also we can inject into Docker file directly. Getting what I'm trying to say? Docker file is what? Here from Tomcat, copy WAR file from Maven result, right? So we can remove this Maven process if required from the here to here. Now only process Java project Docker file directly. This Maven project also we can go with the Docker approach. How to install Maven? What is the steps to do Maven process? Tell me. Maven install, right? Maven install. Next, before that, what we need to install? Java. First Java is required. Next Maven install required. Next after Maven install, what we need to do? Tell me. After Maven install is done, your source application is ready. Now how to generate a WAR file? Some goals. Maven install or something. WAR file is ready. These three actions you are doing manually. After that, Docker is coming here. These three actions also we can update into your Docker file. Getting or not? In the Docker file, it will take from the source code, directly build Maven and also generate an image. So this Maven install, we are doing manual process, right? You can come here. Just I'm showing you here. Don't, if you are confused, leave it. No need to learn in that level. But I have already done. If you want to just go through it, go through it. Project 1 Maven. See this Docker file. I'm not using any Maven build option. Directly from Ubuntu, I'm taking one of Ubuntu server. Install on that Java JDK. Java required, right, to install Maven. Next, Maven installation done. Maven install. After that, we need to generate a tar. We need to convert into tar file and move and set as path. See, Maven home. We need to set a path, right? Maven home and Java home. After that MVN version only, you are able to see Maven path. This approach I'm doing by Docker file also. See, after path set, run some directory, any directory, work directory. Now install MVN install. What is this MVN install? Means MVN install goal means what? We are getting WAR file, right? Install means clean, test, and WAR file. See, I'm mentioning everything in this Docker file only. If you not remove this content, install manually in your Maven, give the path from here. Getting what I'm trying to say? No, Maven is done manual process. You can give the path, your jar file path directly. No, sir. Without Maven build, directly Docker, I can say that. You can do it. No need to install Maven your local server now. Directly run this script. Directly Maven build done, jar file done, image is done. Entire image has to take care of everything. So in the Jenkins path, come here. In the Jenkins, if you can come here, this is build what? Maven build. Sorry, Docker build, right? Just now I explained. I think that stage is okay. Let me show you in this path only. Go to configure. Now tell me, guys, just example. First is what stage in this case? Git clone. Next Maven build is required here. In that case, not required, directly Docker build. Docker build itself, Maven done, jar file generated, image created. No, sir, I'm going to go with a manual approach. Means we need to install Maven. You can give Maven build first, then Docker file. Without Maven build, Docker file will not generate. Why? Docker file copy var file. When var file is generated, after Maven build. Clear? This is second approach. If you want to do, this is called Docker multi-build approach. Okay? That's what. 2 projects I have updated. If you wish, no, sir, I will install Maven locally. I will Maven build run after the Docker file will run. No, everything is put into the Docker file. I can take care of that. In that, yes, that's what multi-image. Multi-deployment means 2 images we have to take in, right? Multi-deployment. First image is what? See, understand, guys. If we want to install Maven, first we need EC2 instance, right? Right or not? That is first EC2 instance required in the Docker file. Okay, I will show in the Docker file. Don't confuse, guys. Just listen and leave it if you're difficult. But future you can easily understand if you understand this concept now. Okay. You need to install Maven first into your EC2 instance. What is the first prerequisite? Do you need EC2 instance? Login, install Maven. Next, install Java. Next, set a path, right? I will show you. Come here. Maybe you forget. Class work. Maven. Processor to install Maven. First install Jenkins. Where you are install Jenkins? EC2 instance, right? Need EC2 instance, right? If it is a Linux or Ubuntu, whatever. Okay. Okay. After installation of Jenkins, see. Install OpenJDK Java. First step is. Next is what? Go to Maven path, install tar file and untar it. Next is what? After untar it, we can move or change your name. Move to where? OPT if required. Or change the name of your Tomcat name. Sorry, Maven name. I have changed. So here required name you can change, otherwise you can keep as is. After that, we need to set a path, this one, right? Java path, Maven path. You need to set up, right? Then only MVN command will work. Otherwise, MVN will not work. MVN not found will work. So this is manual process. Same process you are saying to Docker, you can say, you can do it. Okay, I will do it. Docker saying, okay, I will do it. To do Docker, first Docker required what? One EC2 instance, right? Right or not? Like one server is required. EC2 instance is also image is there, right? Ubuntu images are there, right? So taking Ubuntu. Taking Ubuntu image. On that image, running install. In this case, not Docker image process means what? I need to install EC2 instance, create EC2 instance. If it is a Ubuntu or CentOS or whatever. Now I don't have EC2 instance, right? Now Docker taking one server, also base server as an image. In that server, installing Java. In that server, installing Maven. In that server, which server? Ubuntu server. Ubuntu server has the image here. In this image, tar file. In this image, untar removing. In this image, moving to USR libmaven. In this image, going to set a path and creating a one directory to just run an application. Next, run MVN install. Same thing, whatever manual process we have done, we are informed to Docker, you can take care of that. Okay, run MVN install means immediately jar file is creating, right? To get a jar file, we need one more Tomcat image. So from Tomcat. Now copy from here to here. So if you can observe, one new thing is added here, builder. Two images are working with the one Docker file. You are mentioning as a builder, just name as a builder. Now copy from equal to builder. In this process, in this builder process, we are getting a jar file, right? That jar file or var file is here. App, see, we have created app directory, right? In this app only a var file is generating. Right or not? This app means what here? App means what? Application directory. See if you can see here, we can go here. Okay, this is what? Project 1 Maven Jenkins said. This is some directory. Inside directory, applications are there, right? These are the file, web app. Inside web app, code is there. I'm saying create one app, move everything there here and run here, MVN install. When MVN install will work, your pom.xml is there, your project is there, only MVN install will run, right? So your project is there in the app. Install it. So jar file is generated. Take the jar file. Where is the jar file? Copy from builder. I mean, in this process, I have created a jar file. Take that, move to web app vars. From where web app var will come? We need to install from Tomcat latest also. Two images we are pulling here. One is Ubuntu, one is Tomcat. Two images now. Multi-deployment Docker file this is. So multi-deployments, we have to run latest as a builder and call that builder in the builder. So we have a run in the app, in the web apps, in the target var file generated. Take that var file and move to user local tom. These are all manual process. We know the path of web app var. Web app var path is user local Tomcat web app. Go inside, put your application and run it. That's it. This is the process of multi-Docker. Yes, we can run multiple images in Docker file. It's a little advanced topic, but it's a very easy process if you're understanding. Why we need to leave this topic? That's what I have covered. Okay. Usually this is not cover. This is comes under Docker Kubernetes course only, advanced level course. Clear? That will also cover. If you have a reference, just take from this project 1 Maven Jenkins CI/CD. Yeah. We are running right here directly. We can run like this also, right? Here need to mention entry point. Yes, you are right. Entry point need to mention here. Anyway, I'm doing this job. It's not completed. Just for understanding what I'm showing you here. Is it clear? Yeah. Okay. Where we are? So enter process. You got clear now, right? How to convert monolithic to microservice. To convert monolithic to microservice, we need to write a Docker file. To take your var file to build an image. Your Maven file already there. No, Maven also go with the Docker means we need to install from the enter Maven in the Docker process directly from the application. Then your target is Kubernetes. Clear? The process, any confusions here? Is this clear? Guys, this is the time to ask doubts. If you are confused, please ask it. Otherwise, if you know the approach, directly go to your Google, clone any repositories, clone any application, you can play with that. First, we need to understand how to run, how to understand. Otherwise, very difficult to understand DevOps job. Seriously saying, understanding is very important. Clear? Yeah. So, for example, guys, just I'm saying how to understanding it. Guys, it will take one more half an hour, please. Okay, we don't have much time. One more understanding. See, for example, this is my repository. You are checking for one project. Okay. Immediately. So you are saying this, just you are showing this project. Which one? This is, what is this process? Maven, na? Okay, let me check. First is source is there. Means what? Applications, code is there. This is not our job. Code is ready. Next, what we need to do? We need to think it. This code is ready. Where we are going to host this code? That you need to decide. Directly EC2 or Kubernetes. Kubernetes means what? We need Dockerfile. Check Dockerfile there or not. See, Dockerfile is, why Dockerfile is here? We need to understand immediately. Dockerfile is here means this application they are hosting in Kubernetes. Is this clear? If there is no Dockerfile, only source means they are hosting some EC2 server directly. Clear understanding? Dockerfile is there means he is copying some application from here to Dockerfile. Okay, click on that. So I have only Tomcat. Means copying jar to my Tomcat. So how to get a jar? We need to understand immediately. How to get a jar? We need to Maven, build this application manually in the Maven server, build a var file. Clear or not? How to build it? Manually you can do it, but this job now Jenkins has to take care. In the Jenkins, we need to give your server Maven, you have to install manually. In the server, you need to pass goals, Maven install. So your Jenkins is able to generate var file. Next stage is your Docker file is ready. Next stage, your Jenkins call, third stage. I mean, Docker file is ready. Fourth stage is move this Docker file to some repository, ECR Docker. Sixth stage is take that code and deploy in Kubernetes. We need to understand like that. So here we are missing something, Maven. Okay, Maven need to install manually to deploy. See, jar file is getting right. How var file get? After build only, right? So here we need to think. Do I need to run Maven manually into our server and deploy some goal install and get a var file? Or do I need to pass var file whatever Maven section into same Docker file? You need to think it. And come to open one more project. See, one more project. This is project one. Come here. Source web app is there. Code is there. Docker file also there. Deployed YAML also there. Kubernetes YAML also there. Docker also there. So let me go and check Docker. So this is project is Java. Okay, why Maven is? Okay, this guy is installing Maven here only, Docker file only. So here passing run Maven install here. This job has to take care of your Jenkins, this goal. Before that, you need to install, set a path Maven into your main server, Jenkins where the server is there. In the Jenkins, you need to call this install as an additional stage. Okay, now Tomcat. Okay, this is also there. So directly in the Jenkins now, I can call only Docker build stage now. There is no Maven also. Maven also there in that. So clone, build Docker image, push to ECR, clone from ECR, run on Kubernetes. Getting any confusions? Like that we need to understand. Yes, yes. But stick on K8. Just a minute. Hello? Yeah, good morning. Can I call in 15 minutes? I'm in the class. Yeah. Understand this process, everyone? You need to understand your target is EC2 or K8s. K8s means Docker file will come, YAML will come. Which YAML? Deployment.yaml, service.yaml. If it is a straightforward approach, I will show you that also. We have done so many things. Docker, where we have done that? Simple Docker, Jenkins Docker build. For example, Docker file and this one. If I remove from here, if I remove Docker file and deploy service, if I remove from here, I have only applications here. How to run? Which type of application? Normal templates. So we need to run HTTP server in your EC2 instance. Copy all this into HTTP where www.html. You can give access. That is approach. No, I need to run this one, write a Docker file, move to service.ml. Deploy service.ml, both are there in one file. You can move it into your containers. Clear this approach. Anyone has any confusions for the Jenkins? Yes, EC2 only. Very good. Clear, guys? This is Jenkins end-to-end process. So, small example. This is Jenkins server. This is Maven server. This is Maven server. Maven install here. Maven install. Maven install. Okay. This is a Jenkins server. Understand it, guys. Jenkins in the stage. Insert steps. I will extend. So one more. So we are running here. We are running here sh command, right? Sh mvn install. What is the meaning of this? What is mvn install or mvn test? What is the meaning? You are running Maven command by using Jenkins. That's it. Don't think much. Where Jenkins running, where Maven, just leave it first. First understand Jenkins is running Maven install command. Now we need to understand this Maven is there in the Jenkins server, same server. Same server means this is EC2. Don't confuse it. Huh? Inside it is so Jenkins is there. If Maven also there, Jenkins directly run your Maven command inside your server. Both are same server. No, sir. My Maven is here. Now Jenkins come out from your EC2 instance and enter into Maven server. Install it. Correct or not? Clear or not? In the Ansible, this is main. You are accessing slave. You are installing same command server slaves also, right? 1, 2, 3 servers. How Ansible coming out? Your command out and enter into the all servers. If your Ansible 5 servers means what? 5 servers IPs you have to put into your where? File, inventory file. Request will go all servers. How the request is going? How the request is going? Using internet? Depends. Public IP means using internet, but private IP, how it's possible? We have updated these keys each server. Means what? Authentication problem, no. Over same network, you can connect directly private instance, private IPs. After install these keys. Clear or not? Now in the place Maven Jenkins is coming, that's it only. See in the JFrog, what we did? The JFrog in the Jenkins system URL, JFrog URL we have passed. Now Jenkins is communicate to JFrog URL directly and do this task here. JFrog task. No, no, sir. If I'm not using public URL. Copy this key. This key. Sorry, copy this JFrog key into Jenkins server. Now Jenkins is going to communicate. This is master and slave. That's it. Nothing is there in that. In that case, Ansible master and slave is there, right? Same Jenkins master and slave. Clear? So whenever your system is talking to Jenkins is talking to others instance means we have to configure and make Maven manage Jenkins. Manage Jenkins. System URL is there, right? Here we need to pass the URL. So this is Jenkins URLs. So here we have already passed SonarQube URL. Go and talk to SonarQube URL. If it is the same instance, same IP will coming. Different instance, different IP will come. Jenkins go and communicate. No, sir, I'm not passing here. What you can do? You can pass your key directly, all servers. It will communicate by default. Here you need to pass private IP and your path or load balance URL. That's it. This is called Jenkins master and slave. SSH, yes, that is SSH only, right? Copying key from here to there means that is SSH. Clear? In that case, first we need to give a SSH command, it will run. But real time, we are using same process. We are not following master and slaves. Now the big question is here. My Jenkins is go and install MVN, install an MVN server, right? Different EC2 install. In this Maven, Jenkins installation required or not? This is my question, entry question. Slave Jenkins installation required or not? Tell me, guys. This is first EC2, second EC2. In the first EC2, Jenkins I have installed. In this, I have logged in, means like this. In a EC2 instance, my Jenkins is there. Now I'm going to install the Maven command, like JFrog we have done, right? My Jenkins has go and install Maven in this server. So in this EC2 Jenkins installation required or not? That's what my question. Understand it, guys? Jenkins is here. Now run one command, Jenkins, go and run one command in your Maven server. In this case, Jenkins servers required or not? Understand it, guys. I sent one thing morning in the chat. Refer Ansible roles. I'll come to the next topic. Okay. In Ansible, master, slave. Did you install Ansible in the slaves? Did you install? No, right? Ansible install managed node only. But without install Ansible and worker nodes, how it's going to install? See, we are running command to install, do something. For that, why Ansible required? So Jenkins is running MVN install, right? Jenkins calling MVN install. So MVN is required to run this command first. Why Jenkins is required to run this command MVN install? Is there any command take from the Jenkins and run install? No, right? What is the command? Shell command is what? Run MVN install. So the target server first MVN is install is required. Then required MVN sh command running. Same command how you are running manually. Jenkins is running. Jenkins is nothing but don't think much. Your server go and talk to other server running this command. That's it. Clear or not? So is Jenkins required now in this server? No, right? Yes, not required. Like that, master and slave it will work. Anyone has any doubts in this? Anyone has any doubts? No? I'm assuming no doubts. Okay, next two topics left. Very easy topics, important topics. Okay. Let's come here directly. Helm. It's a Kubernetes service. What is Ansible roles? This is question to everyone. What is Ansible roles? I told you to refer, right? What is Ansible roles? What is the advantage of Ansible role? We learn Ansible roles, right? Why we need to create Ansible roles? Tell me. We have playbook.yaml. Why we need to create a roles? What is the advantages we learn in the roles? Here Ansible nodes is there. This is Ansible nodes. Vault include. Read this sentence, everyone. Ansible roles provide a well-defined framework structure to setting your tasks. Variables, handlers, metadata, templates. So many files are there in the Ansible, right? So many files there. So this is folder structure, right? If you go with the role, you will get some folder structure. In that folder structure, you can move your variables, handlers, metadata, templates, other things. Playbook.yaml. Where I can host my playbook.yaml? I mean handler.yaml in the tasks. Variable also in the task. So metadata. Everything I can go and store our YAML files in the role structure. Roles will give some define as structure. In that we can copy paste our YAML files. We have already run a role. Okay. So now question is here. In the roles, okay. So in the roles, we have a one .yaml file. What is that? This YAML file link inside your tasks each. If you remember or not, in the YAML files, we have call. Let me show you the Ansible. Guys, please revise the things. We have discussed many things. If you are not revised now, there is no use. DevOps Ansible. So go to roles. Okay, this is first role. Inside we have a multiple files we have host. How to call this file? The outside we have written one more file, right? This is calling your first role. First role inside all YAML files are there. Handlers, variables, metadata, everything. How to run all in one side? We have to call the your role by using one YAML file again. If you know this concept now, you can play with Helm chart. Same process. There is no 0.1 difference. 100 to 100 same process. Chalo, we can discuss. Okay. Helm is a tool to automate the creation, packaging, configuration, deployment. Same thing. It will get us some structure format things. If you can see here. In this, you know anything at least? We know some YAML files, right? What are those? Deployment.yaml, ingress.yaml, service.yaml. So many YAMLs we have, right? So we have one project, guys. Okay. Now before YAML, before Helm, I can give some information. We have one application. Application in the form of what? Image, right? Now we are going to host Kubernetes means what? Application in the form of image. We are going to host this image into your Kubernetes. So now you need to take it so many actions. Your application image is ready. How many YAML files required? How you can decide based on the application strategy. So compulsory one YAML file is what? Deployment.yaml. That is fixed. Next is what? Service.yaml. Next, any other YAMLs? Any other YAMLs? Only two na? We have learned so many things. What are those? Horizontal pod auto scaling, right? If required horizontal pod scaling, we are using one YAML file, horizontal auto scaling, so that if one pod is deleted, also one more pod is coming, parallel like a replica set. That is also required, right? Any YAML files next? Any YAML files? Config secrets also required, right? If required, config secrets. So what I'm trying to say, these many files you need to create by manual process, right? There is no any template. You are go with the process. You can each and every step create deployment.yaml, service.yaml, tags.yaml, hpa.yaml, whatever YAMLs are there, you have to create in the manual process. And each YAML before we have to create a one directory. This is my Kubernetes directory. Go inside, we have a list of YAML files. So to making these YAML files little tricky every time. For example, this is dev, guys, dev environment. Now we need to create test environment. What do you need to do? Again, same YAML files manually have to create a deployment.yaml, service.yaml, everything. So if there is in a folder structure, in that folder structure, I can copy paste my YAML files. I can run directly that folder structure. See, for example, if you want to run, you have to run deployment.yaml. You have to run service.yaml. You have to run kubectl apply -f hpa.yaml. Kubectl apply -f confidence. See how many times you are going to apply. How many times you are going to create? 10 YAML files are there, for example. 10 YAML files are there. 10 YAML files, you need to create 10 YAML files manually. To run it, 10, 1, 1, 1, otherwise dot. We have approaches. So instead of following this, we are following with Helm. Helm is create everything to you. Folder structure. You can copy paste your YAML files. That's it. There is no rocket science in the Helm, like Ansible roles. Understand? Okay, looks like Helm chart is like this way. First is chart.yaml is outside of your YAML files. Why? In the role, first service.yaml is outside of your roles, right? Why? To call entire role directory. If you can see, my chart.yaml calling entire YAML files indirectly. You can understand, right? How we can call? This is the chart.yaml structure. Okay, let me start from the install process. So Helm install. If you can go Helm registry. Very easy, guys. Don't panic. Helm install on EC2. We have an official document Helm. Okay, installing Helm. So we have it so many process. We can go desired version and click and untar it, move here. Now run it. So we are in the 3 version, right? If you click desired versions, it is taking you into one GitHub repository. Okay, these are the things. So here, if you can go the required version, where there is an installation guide here. I have copied already script to install something. So anyway, I have already copied from that link to install where. So we go this link, Helm releases. Okay. So then you can use the wget command. Then you can tar it. Then you can move to bin to run Helm. Now give your permission to Helm. Now check Helm version. That's it. Let me run. This is wget copy file. I'm running same instance. Okay, CLER clear. So sudo is not required anyway. Paste it. Okay, let me refresh. Sudo su hyphen. Okay, so ls see tar.gz is it, right? How to untar it? Same. I have mentioned everything. Tar. Just run this command. Otherwise, you can give tar and copy from this copy tar. You can give it same version so that I can give same command I'm running. No problem. Done. Next process is what? Move this to bin to run Helm. Bin only running, right? Everything. So move this to bin. Yes, no problem. All right. Next step is what? Chmod. I'm giving permission to Helm file. Paste. This. Okay, sorry. I need to go this path, right? Helm is there here, right? CD user, right? CD user USR. Next ls CD local is there or not? Yes, there. CD local ls CD bin, right? Bin ls. Here my Helm is there. Now you can run that command chmod. This space will come now. Okay, space will come. Okay. So PWD, let me copy. It will run. Okay. Now now how to check Helm version. So my Helm is installed. Everything is good now. Okay. So I needed so Helm is providing some folder structure, some systematic manner, right? So what I'm going to do, inside I don't have anything. I'm going to, yeah. I'm just creating some Helm, Hello World application. I'm just creating some Hello World application, Helm create. See, means what? There is a Hello World already running. It will take from the Google, giving to you sample application for understanding how Helm will work. That's it. So if I give creating Hello World, right? Go ls, go to ls. Hello World is there, right? Go to cd. Okay, Helm is created some basic application, but this in our real time, not Hello World, right? Your application name, it will come, whatever it is. You can give update into GitHub, Helm create GitHub URL. So it will create some folder structure to you. So now give ls. Charts are there, chart.ml is there, templates are there, values.ml is there. So give tree command, you can understand clearly. See, this is a structure what I have shown you, right? Charts, templates, ingress.ml, hp.ml, so many things are there. Sir, I can understand everything. What is this? The good thing is AML is whatever you are calling here, right? Deployment.ml, hpa.ml, service.ml, ingress.ml. Inside you are hard coded the image names, right? Same now Terraform understanding is important here. Terraform, how we are calling, how we are passing values to respect to, that instead of hard coding like that here also, we are not hard coding any values here. We are passing the values from AML. For example, VI. Okay, I need to go templates, right? CD templates, VI deployment.ml, for example. See, deployment.ml, no need to change everything. It's a not hard coded AML file. See, there is no image. Don't confuse here. Huh? If you can see, this is image, right? Image session. There is no any hard coded value. ECR something. Same container name. I'm not hard coded. Same image pull secrets. Take from there. So everything I'm not passing. These are just template. This is template to create a Hello World application. In your case also same, like this it will come like a module, Terraform module. We are not running here. We are passing these values from the secrets. So if you can go give escape. Stuck. My instance is small. I have installed so many things. Just 5 minutes, we can close it. CD hello world, ls. So where should I go? Templates, right? ls. See, values.ml. If I go values.ml, so here only my image details are there. In my deployment.ml, there is no image detail hard coded. If you can see here, see image name is there here. This image will go to your deployment.ml. This is replica set 1. There replica set just mentioned as a variable. If I pass 1, this 1 will go on deployment.ml, it will work. Image. So like that. Cluster service. I'm giving cluster IP. See, if I give node IP, node port, this value will change where? Which YAML file? Service YAML file, right or not? ls. See, Go to templates, ls. Where is service.ml? This one, right? Vi service.ml. See here. Sorry. Type selector. Select is okay. Where is type node port R? Label. See type node port or cluster IP or load balancer. These values fetch from where? Secret.ml. So you can pass everything in the secret.ml. It will values are placed here. Clear or not? This is the process. It will work in Helm. So Helm no need to create anything from you. Everything is there in the existing organization. All Helm structures are there. Just simply copy paste your YAML files there. That's it only. Your deployment YAML is ready, right? Everything is ready, right? So go to that path. Just copy paste your YAML files there. That's it. So instead of copying directly, you are copying, take a reference from these templates, how hello world template is there, copy same like that into your YAML file. But in the secrets, you need to change your actual values. So here Nginx is giving and directly Nginx, right? It's taking from the internet. But in my image place, I have to give my ECR value. Clear or not? I have to give my ECR value. CD, VI values. See, here I'm giving image name directly Nginx, right? But in my case, not Nginx. I have to copy paste my ECR details here. My AML values. Yes. Like this, it will work. This is called Helm chart. That's it. So now my Helm is ready. My AML structures, everything is how to create, how to run a Helm. So if you run Helm, this is the command. Yeah. Copy. This is the command. 5 minutes, please. 5 minutes. So this is the command to install. Install is nothing but run. Run your Helm repo, enter a repo. Where is Helm repo? Hello world inside repo is there. While creating time, application name hello world.demo it will come. That's it. So means everything is going to run now. All YAMLs is going to run with this command. If I run now, okay. Demo one. If you run now, see everything is created. Name hello world demo one. Everything is created. Now you can give kubectl get pods. Pods created, service created, values, everything is created. One shot. How? If you can go ls. See, chart.aml play a key role. Vi chart.aml. So in this chart.aml, we are calling hello world name. Hello world application. See, hello world means inside hello world directories, everything is there, right? It will call. It will create every YAML file. Same like roles. In the roles, if you can see, in the roles, I'm calling first role in this YAML, right? First role means everything is there, right? Let's go back. First role. List of YAML files are there. I'm calling entire YAMLs so that my YAML file is outside of my project, my directory here. Same thing, my Helm also. Sorry, here, right? Same thing, my Helm also. If you can see, chart.yaml is to create everything, run everything. How to run? The command is helm install your whatever name you are going to create dot. That's it. The request is go to chart.yaml directly. Chart.yaml will spin up all the YAML. This is Helm. I mean, one word I can say Helm is orchestrate under folder structures. That's it. Like TFRs. Clear, guys? So that we can finish it if you are clear today. And tomorrow, the last class, I will explain RBAC, rollback is pending, and also Jenkins also roles concept is there. I will explain this too. And Argo CD, this three will done. And also Trivi image also I will explain tomorrow. Just very small thing, 5 minutes it will done Trivi. Tomorrow I explain. We are already 10:50, right? Jenkins backup. Jenkins backup. Okay, I will add Jenkins backup also. There is no much thing is that. Resume preparation tomorrow only. So that's what tomorrow session is long. If you are interested, you can continue for resume preparation. Okay. Okay. So tomorrow concepts are very less. There is no like theoretical concepts only. There is no any practical things. RBAC I will show in the practical, and Jenkins is very easy to understand. Everyone can understand. Roles is nothing but create a user and give read write something. That's it only. Yes, it will cover. That's what session is 2.5 hours like that. Please be ready. Resume preparation something. Is this okay? Project. So whatever project we have done, bits and pieces we have understand, right? So you can run end to end. So I will show you just run everything from the scratch tomorrow. Any questions from anyone? So guys, please prepare. Discussing topics are more preparing top. You are not preparing those topics. There is no use. Whatever topics we are discussing, those are out of box view, Helm chart, Argo CD. So why I'm explaining now? At least if you know something, you need to, okay, that time I have already discussed. Okay, this is very easy. My cluster and different server and Jenkins and different server. How to communication using, that's what we are saying, plugins. You have to pass Kubernetes credentials, access key, secret key of your server. Otherwise, role attached. That's what. Understand? Any questions? Resume preparation means, guys, whatever we learned till now, where you are strong, just update those points only. Not we are discussing here. Okay. In pipeline generator things which I select. No, first what you need to do, same thing, JFrog, we have done same thing, right? JFrog server, what we did, we have configured system URL in that Jenkins. In this case, how to communicate, we have attached directly role, my EC2 instance, without passing access key, secret key. Otherwise, what you can do, AWS credentials you have to install, like Lambda, we have done some task. We have to give access key, secret key over there of your instance, user. You can communicate like that. Process is same again. See, whatever in Jenkins is separate server means other target, whatever it is, it's a slave. How you can communicate? We have so many actions. We can attach role to communicate. We can attach access key security to communicate. And no, sir, private IP. We can give the public key to there and exchange your keys. Or we can give the load balance river, give the load balance river. All you can call directly public QR. So many options we have. Clear, everyone? Any doubts? But project, I'm going to update into the so many. I have few challenges. I'm going to update into my GitHub repository. So you can start from the scratch. I will share the document also how to do it. The project, what we discuss, same thing only. Just now you have this thing, right? Same thing, same stages will come, but different projects we can do. That's it. I'm going to add a few additional layers. Like Sonar, we have discussed on different, right? All are mixing into the one project. That's it. Okay. Yeah. Okay, then any confusions, any doubts, guys? You can just update the chart so that I will explain. Yes, we have to do. That's what, see, guys, let me show something. Why I'm concentrating more here? If you can see, no need to show each and everything, right? See, Jenkins means I can show only one AML. That's one to end-to-end process. But here we are learning here. See, Jenkins with Groovy, declarative manual process, Jenkins with Maven, Jenkins with JFrog, Jenkins with Tomcat, Jenkins with what Docker, Kubernetes, each and everything, step by step, Jenkins with JFrog, Jenkins with Artifact, yes, Jenkins with Sonar, Approach One. So many things will learn. These are definitely helpful to you will get any task from the in your project. See Jenkins plugin. So many things we learn. Jenkins, Lambda with Jenkins. We have covered all of it. Jenkins with Docker. Artifactory tool. These are only Jenkins file. See how to call Jenkins other node slave. Approach to plugins. What is this? Sonar Cube. Jenkins with Sonar Cube. Jenkins with Trivy. Trivy is very small thing. Just for 5 minutes it will done. Trivy just 5 minutes task it will done. So this is Jenkins combination of other tools. Okay. Okay, guys, I will share this document so that it will help. Yeah, yes, you can do the practical. Clear? Online time clear? Even though don't worry, do practice from the scratch. I will be here only in the group only. If you have any doubts, I will give my support till you get job also. I don't have any issue. So, yes, security service only those are. And don't share your resumes in the group. Send to me one-to-one. I will check and I will give any inputs on that. Don't share directly in the public. Everyone, maybe someone change names only. Okay, be careful. Huh? It's not a problem to change names. Those guys apply same company again. That is a problem. Okay, interviewers may confuse with your resumes, not you. Okay, guys, then cool. We can have tomorrow. Bye. Any questions? You can ping me in the Telegram. Bye.